God bless America, land that I love. Hi, it's Brooke White, the girl who class the show. And it's that time of year again where we get super patriotic and we get out our red, whites, and blues. But it's actually become super hipster to put a big flag on your wall. Hashtag put a flag on it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a big old freaking flag for your wall out of a big old piece of wood. I'm gonna show you how. Woo-hoo. Go America! All right, so let's get into it. First thing you need is a really big sheet of wood. I went down to Home Depot and I found a really large piece of wood that has these grooves in it, which is gonna make it so easy for striking. We don't even really need to hardly tape anything off. We're smarter, not harder. Okay, so I went there, they cut it right on the spot. This is exactly 75 inches by 4 feet, okay? So if you wanna do exactly what I did, those are my measurements. What else are you gonna need to make this big old flag? You're going to need paint, of course, in this Firecracker Red by Behr, if you wanna know, and Nobility Blue, because blue is so noble, looking good, excites me already. A quick tip for you, I just buy the sample paints from Behr or whatever they have in your hardware store. They're so cheap. They'll mix it for you on the spot, and it's just the perfect amount of paint. So you're gonna need a paintbrush. I like this one, I think it's called the Shortcut. Of course you can go with little foam cheapy dudes also. And a little bit of painter's tape. So it's time to start out first by taping off this little navy rectangular section. It doesn't reach quite the halfway point, depending on the size you choose. If you want to do the exact same measurements that I'm doing, I went all the way across. My halfway point is about 38 inches, and then I just took 3 inches off of that. And mark it off at 34.5. Now lengthwise, it was a little more than half. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down. So right here. Now take your painter's tape, all right, like so, and you're gonna tape it so that the outer edge is on the line. You're gonna go in between the grooves, just so that when you paint in between, it doesn't sneak through. So push that tape down there, and then just really reinforce that edge. Just gonna tape off this stripe. Okay, I'm gonna start with my little foam brush, and I'm just gonna go so gently over my edges. You don't wanna go heavy-handed. You don't want that paint, because this is kind of an uneven surface with the wood. You just wanna go super gentle like this. Ready? Go on and just kind of do that. Don't go this direction, always go away from the tape. Because I don't know about you, but I just need myself a nice clean line. Take your time, it's all in the details. This first piece of tape. Woo! Okay, sometimes art is guess and check. And after painting my rectangle, it still looks a little small, so I'm extending it about 1.5 inches, and I'm doing a whole extra stripe at the bottom. All right, I think that looks a lot more proportionate. Yeah, check out that line. So delicious. Okay, so go wash out that brush, and I'll see you here in a second. So we're going to let this area dry because we're going to need to tape off this edge. So we're going to start down here because we don't have to worry about taping it off. But you do need to plan ahead. We're going to start with our red paint, and we're going to start with red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white. Go ahead and get red. Be cautious when going over that line because we don't want to get the grooves. Okay, now that the glue is dry, let's go ahead and tape it off on the inside edge so we can get to painting these other stripes red. Now, we're going to whitewash our other stripes because I love the look of this wood grain and we want to maintain that just give it a pop of brightness. So follow me to the sink. I'm gonna show you how to mix a little bit of a whitewash. Grab your paint, let's go. You're gonna take some of your paint, and then we're gonna go ahead and dump it a little bit in there. Okay, and then just start to fill it up until it completely covers it and there's like a little thin layer. Just gonna mix it up until it really just looks like just really liquidy. Okay, so I am actually gonna use my brush to apply this. Just simply dip it in there. Kind of get rid of some of the excess on the edge and then just gently brush it on. Now, because we really want to make sure that the wood grain is really poking through, you want to use a little bit of a damp rag and then go through afterwards. The bigger pieces are soaking up the white. I love it! You're doing it! Okay, I traced my star and I'm going to now cut them out. This is the spacing that it's going to be. While Lundy Lou is adding her stars, I'm going to add my stars. I cut out my stencils. I'm doing 2 at a time. We're going to have 6 across the top and 6, 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 5 staggered. You know what I mean? So we're going to start with the middle just to make sure that it's completely aligned. All right, here we go. Just, again, using a little bit at a time, building it up as opposed to globbing it on is what will give you nice clean lines. So everything is painted. So cute. You can stop right now if you want a more vibrant, colorful, perfectly painted look. If you want something that's just a little bit more lived in or a tiny bit distressed, either get out a piece of sandpaper and sand it by hand, just a little bit, or you can get out the big guns and sand it down, right? So then just a little bit. It's done.